Hello, folks. I am VoiceOver AU, and welcome to Wednesday night's horror show. I'm here because I love streaming games. I love playing games. I've been a gamer for as long as I care to recall, and I love the stuff that sits around games as well. This is more about, though, an exploration of an exploration, even. I say things for a living. This is more about an exploration of horror. This is about looking at like what works in horror in games. What do we find interesting? And Alien Isolation, boy howdy, has this been a ride so far. This has probably been, I think, the thing that keeps coming back again and again when we talk about sort of what works in this game. Oh man, apart from that gorgeous sound, Jeff Van Dyke's score is just mwah. But the thing that really works in this game is more than any other game that I've probably played, it has this incredible sense of potency behind the antagonist. Like, it feels super scary dealing with the alien. It's terrifying. And a really good point came up, I think it was either last week's stream or the one before, and it might have been Heron who mentioned it, because Heron HQ, a wonderful bilingual streamer, let's just pause that, a wonderful bilingual streamer, and by the way, our latest subscriber, so thank you so much for that, which is actually, if we pulled a thread on that, a very generous gift from Sun. So thank you so much, Sun. That was wonderful of you to do that. I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to grab that line in the background too. I'm just going to turn off that monitor. There's always something. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, and as per usual, yeah, well, it's messed with my... It doesn't keep. That's the only thing I don't like about Streamlabs OBS. I can't figure out how to tell it to keep my video settings at a certain level. So there we go. Let's pop that. Do we want that? No. No one needs to see my face that closely. Got a face for radio. There we go. Yeah. Much better. Yeah, so the thing that Heron mentioned, which was a really astute point, is that there is a pattern in this game when things go wrong, and they will especially for me. I've been doing a lot of dying in this game, but it's been fun. Yeah, when things go wrong, you kind of have to walk back over the same territory, and the feeling that that can have is a little bit less, it's a little bit less terror at that point, a little bit less fear, and more sort of, I'm just going to repeat this stuff, but I don't mind that so much. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing about the game, but it is an interesting observation. And that, I think, is where the AI for the alien really comes into play, because it's dynamic in its behavior, so it's unpredictable in terms of where or when it's going to be anywhere. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Because there's a lot of goopy stuff, like a lot of crazy shit that happened in Evil Within, which we're going to be circling back to at some point. But in terms of terror, hey Geordie, thank you so much for popping in. Love to have you company. But yeah, in terms of where were we going with that? Yeah, Evil Within had a lot of like weird stuff happening, but in terms of terror, like you never really felt. Nothing in there. The closest that we came to an encounter that felt really terrifying was probably with the long-limbed, long-haired creature, whatever it is they called it. Yeah, it's not the same deal. So how's your evening going, Geordie? What's happening in your neck of the woods? You enjoying your package? That came in the mail today. To clarify, I don't want to leave some double entendres hanging there. All right, our levels are looking good. Everything's looking pretty sweet over there. I'm not getting any warning signs or complaints from Streamlabs, so I reckon we dive into it. Oh, one last thing. I forgot. It's a horror show. What am I doing? I was in a bit of a rush. That's my defense. It can't be a horror show unless it's by candlelight. There we go. Oh, I thought, my apologies, I got confused. I thought it came in the mail today. Does that mean it is coming soon, or does that mean it came yesterday and I'm forgetting the time/date stamp on one of your messages? Alright, and just as a bit of a recap too, the thing that has happened in at the end of last stream is we got put in the lab. Oh, bugger, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't come today. We got put in the lab, and the lab has been ejected out into space. Now, at the end of last episode, I kind of alluded to the fact that I thought we were pretty close to the end of things, because in alien films, like, this is where it hits the fan typically. Like, isolated in space with the xenomorph, airlock nearby. Like, this is kind of all she wrote. And to be honest, and this ties back to some things that a lot of people have said about the game, like when you read reviews. Like, at this point, if the game ended, I would be perfectly happy with the money I've spent on the game. Like, it would feel like a good ending. But I've been told by sources in Discord that we're about halfway through the game. So we'll see how we go. So I've got to run the heck out there and try and get to that airlock without the xenomorph getting to me, which is not... It's not the makings of a fun day. It really isn't, folks. Oh, I'm a step ahead of myself too. We've got to activate the alarm system first, which is back this way. There's 2 goals we've got here. And I do have the ducts I can go through too. Yeah, see, I had no idea. And yeah, like, I don't want to sound like I'm throwing shade on the game, but like, I would, if it ended at this point, I'd be perfectly happy with it. I would feel like I got my money's worth, and it would feel like a good ending, rhythm-wise. It's in the room. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's outside the room. Yeah, come on in. Come on in, buddy. I was just doing science stuff. There you go. Oh. Did not appreciate that. I don't even know if I've got a med yet. Well... There we go. See, I'm smart, and I'm going back to the weapon I had before. Yeah, I find that really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Another few hours. Oh, that's interesting, because Heron was saying we're like halfway.
I'm sorry, Ripley.
No. Here we go. Here's that point again.
No!
See this?
Don't fucking do this to me!
This is amazing. Oh, wow. And it feels climactic. You got stuck. Oh, okay. Was it just a point that was too difficult to get past, or you kind of screwed with the resources that you had? Because I can see that happening, because I've been super gung-ho with my flamethrower. Gonna get to the airlock. See if we can do it. I don't know what I just got an achievement for, but I'm not sure I want to know. What? Come on. Okay, what do you want me to do, game? Oh, there we go. Alright. This button, yes. Oh, that's right. And that makes a whole lot of noise, which calls Steve over. Let's get into the storage, so we don't have to use the flamethrower. Son of it, it's right there too. Oh, I didn't pick up the EMP blueprints. I think I've got those?
Airlock pressurization 75.
this is a beautiful moment design-wise. This is part of why I was thinking, yeah, it's the climax, because this feels so good.
Airlock pressurization complete. Airlock open.
Yeah, I know where it was. Right on. I've got the EMP mine. I don't know if that's the same thing though. I guess we'll find out. I know Heron was talking about, was asking coyly about whether I was going to go back and visit some of the places. I know this is a cutscene, but I kind of don't want to kill my camera here. Oh, now I'm gonna get back into Sevastopol. I've left. Alright. That's how I... Okay, got it. That's how I get back. Oh, wow. So the question is then, what happens to the xenomorph? Oh man, what a ride. There were some of the better parts of Dead Space 2 as well, where you had to navigate the external environment out in zero gravity. Because you get to see some of the scale of the infestation that's happening on the station. I don't want to spoil it. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's fair. I really appreciate that. Because I love kind of being the clown who doesn't know what's going on. Well, I guess seeing this with fresh eyes is another way of saying that. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to this though. Alright, let's change. This is good. This is good. This is so cool. Alright.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Ripley, is that you?
Yes, wait! Me, you son of a bitch! You locked me in! You blew the lab into space!
I had no choice. No choice at all. You saw that thing. You saw what it could do. I had to get it off the
There we go. That's a
station.
bit better.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, use me as bait. Leave me to die.
And it goddamn worked, Ripley. It goddamn worked. I got that thing. Jettisoned it into the gas giant. The station's safe.
There's that. And there's the fact that you're a heartless bastard. I'm heading back to the Bureau. We can discuss your methods there. Ripley out.
Gonna mess him up so badly. There we go. That's a little bit louder now too. Sorry about that level being low before. Torch, 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 torch. Options. Game. It's gonna check. Yeah, toggle flashlight. Oh, hold to reload flashlight. Alright, there we go. There we go. No, the game. I don't believe the game is canon either. But is that in response to anything, or was that just musing? So where do... We're going to take the elevator there. So theoretically, if we're alone, like now's the time to grab like all of the stuff ever. Just an observation, yeah. I think it's... Yeah, I don't think it's canon either, but I think it's one of the best kinds of... It's one of the best kinds of non-canon where they've worked pretty hard, I believe, to make sure that it's consistent with the rest of the world of Aliens. So there's nothing there that really... There's nothing that stops it from being canon. Medkits could use some of those. Let's clear up some resources. Let's also use a medkit while we're here. Because rhythm-wise, if we're going to take a break from the xenomorph, which it feels like we're going to do, before the other shoe drops on that one, it's going to be androids. And we need all of our health for that. We need to eat all our Weetabix. Yeah, I'm super sorry your package didn't come today. That sucks. There's nothing worse than ordering something and thinking.
Be advised, Apollo has raised the hazard containment alert to level Omega. Thank you.
Level Omega, that's not good. Yeah, there's nothing worse than ordering something. That's true. There is always tomorrow. I went to a goth Christmas party recently, and so I ordered, because you know, goth. Ordered some. Oh, holy! Oh, we're gonna mess some people up. I ordered some matte lipstick and eyeliner. And the party was probably about, Jesus, 3 weeks ago now, and it just came in the mail this week. It was supposed to be like 4 to 8 days international, but yeah, you know, it happens. Like you say, there's always tomorrow. I'm a little concerned about the fact that the game's giving me a shotgun now. I can't help but feel that we're just going to mess some people up. Kind of makes me wonder if the shotgun can be used on the androids. Let's kill the lights. Again, one of the joys of this game is just how immersed you feel in the world by using all of the systems it gives you that are in world. It's so much fun. Oh, speaking of space games too. While I think of it, giant shout out to good friend and VO colleague Talia Solen, who is getting the chance to hear herself in, oh god, now I'm going to blank on the name of the game. I really am. Opaque Labs, they've, Jesus. Let's just rewind that whole thing. I've stared at the name of this so many times too. Earthlight Spacewalk. How could I forget that? I'm the worst human being possible. I was at the AGDAs this year when it picked up a bunch of awards. Yeah, she's going to get a chance to actually hear herself in game in Earthlight for the first time on Friday, which has got to be super exciting, especially given that it's a VR experience as well. Award-winning voice acting performance. Do. So yeah, I got there in the end. Where are we going to go? Are we going to go... We could double back and see what's in the passenger lounge. Because I kind of want to go on a scavenger run now, but meh, let's not. Let's go where we need. Let's go where we're needed. All right, which is this way. No, it's this way. All right, it's this way. There we go. Yeah, Earthlight Spacewalk is a it's an amazing achievement by a Melbourne-based studio. It's a VR training experience. Well, it can be used for training for astronauts. Well, they do a bunch of stuff along those lines. But Earthlight is also one of those things that's provided to the public. It's just this really awesome VR experience. Well, I don't want to tell you your business, Geordie, but like I'll tell you two secrets. One is, like with voice acting, it's not about the caliber of your voice. Like that's the least important thing. What I will say is, if you're considering voice acting, and if someone could tell you to do anything else in the world, do that. Because any creative pursuit, like unless it is the thing that you need to do, like it is the thing that makes you complete, then like it's not an easy gig. But have a look, for example, at there's an amazing actor called Wallace Shawn. I've got one of his movies on my list of things to watch, but pretty much everyone knows him from Princess Bride as being was it Fezzik? Yeah, it was Fezzik, because that wasn't the giant. Yeah, he was the short, mean guy, you know. What is it? Like never get involved with Sicilian when death is on the line. But he was the smart one. He was like their mastermind. And Wallace Shawn has like a bit of a he's got like a little bit of a lisp, but he's never. It's a pronounced speech impediment. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call it, because half my brain's here, but. But yeah, he's never gotten rid of that. And like, when you look at him, when you look at his face, and when you listen to his voice, you're like, no one would like. This isn't someone who would do this job. But you listen to him like narrate. You listen to him like read something, and he's got chops because he understands dramatic timing. But yeah, I don't mean to. I think his surname's pronounced Shawn. So yeah, I apologize if I'm telling you stuff you already know. Oh, there you go. Writing is your passion. That's awesome. Are you writing anything at the moment? Like, are you reading anything at the moment that piques your interest? Hats off to you too. Like, writing is.
Ripley, it's Ricardo. You made it.
No thanks to Waits.
He's a ruthless son of a bitch. Always has been. Stubborn too. If he'd ever listened to me, things would never have gone this far.
It's done now.
I'm sorry for fucking up with the lockdown earlier.
Forget it. You got me out.
That's right. There you go.
I'll see you back at the bureau.
Yeah. So yeah, you know his work, and how awesome it is. Yeah, he's amazing. But yeah, the only reason I mention him is like when folks, when you look at or listen to him, you wouldn't think that he's someone who would do voice work. Hello, Bodark108. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I am indeed human. I am Amanda Ripley this evening for tonight's horror show. Thank you for popping in. How is your evening/day going, wherever it is that you are? Oh, that sounds awesome! A novelization of a Final Fantasy game. Do it, man. There was a really great again, like I apologize if I'm being condescending at any point, but there was a really great tip that Chuck Wendig, who, like, if you dig writing, you might be familiar with his blog. But he had a really good tip, which is all you have to do is just write like 350 words a day. And if you do that in a year, you've got a novel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it was meh. Mine has been a day that I've survived. Just splitting time between the day job, voiceover, and everything else, getting stuff done. But it's been good. It's been good. The only potential complaint I've got at the moment is I'm not sleeping terribly well from day to day. But you know, that's a pretty minor thing. Reading the new Game of Thrones book. Oh, how new is that, Geordie? Do you mean the latest in the series, or has like a new one come out really recently? Yeah, Chuck Wendig did. He wrote a couple. He wrote Aftermath and one after that as well. The sad story is, though, that he got kicked off Star Wars as a gig. Because some right-wing folks took exception to some of the things that he said online. And then decided to kick up a stink with Disney. Which is a shame, because he's an awesome guy. I've met him. He's a cool dude. Oh, the Targaryens prequel! That sounds awesome! Well, I know why I've got the shotgun now. Yeah, you just keep on shooting bullets.
Don't let them get away!
Alright. So I can't get through there, because there's no way in hell I'm going to unlock that door. Alright, there's another way through. Let's find it. It's not on the ground. Let's go back. Yeah, the Targaryens are a really interesting dynasty. Like, I love the story of Tywin, like his father just being this complete jackass and him just wresting power from his father at a young age. And his father just being like too much of a milk toast to do anything about it, and him just building this incredible dynasty. So how's it treating you? Is it good stuff? So there should be, according to this map, there should be like another avenue. Oh, Bodok, while I remember too, there's a quiz on the, sorry, not a quiz, like a poll. There's a poll on the channel page. If you get a couple of seconds, like if you like what you see, and you hang around for a little bit, if you could take a couple of seconds just to let me know a little bit about how it is that you found me, that would be fantastic. Oh, that's right, because it's a big part of their history, isn't it? Keeping that pure bloodline. Okay. I'm intrigued now. There's something that I'm missing. Let's go through here. We can't go through there. Bowie card. Accepted at all fine banks. Use Bowie card for all your major purchases. It's my new favorite game. Really bad David Bowie impressions. Just walking through town last night doing that. Because last night I got to go role playing for the first time in ages, because my local gaming store was doing a Call of Cthulhu starter kit, like premiere. And it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope Winds of Winter does too, because it's been a while.
Fire! We want you!
Sevastopol hazard containment alert was recently raised to
Hmm.
Omega. Please stand by.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, back off with that. Bad inventory. Oh, fantastic! So you're a fan of Alien Isolation. Cool, thank you for letting me know. I'm just never quite sure how folks end up here. Alright, I really am missing something here. Okie doke. Oakley dokley dokley. I feel like you are significant somehow, but you shouldn't be. So you're like a cleaning droid. Can I run you through the wall? Restore power? Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Oh, okay, so... Restore power. Okay. Oh, nice. What's your favorite Alien film? If you have a favorite. It can be hard to choose. I recently saw Alien again with my film buddy. And man, that movie is not aged. How was my Call of Cthulhu? My Call of Cthulhu was amazing. Oh, I get it. I take him back to his. That's really clever. He goes back into his like charge station, and then I get to be in here. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu was fantastic. It ended. It was like a, because it was a starter kit thing. It was like a one shot. So the keeper was being quite brutal, and so it ended. It ended as like a perfect horror story ending, where I botched a bunch of rolls towards the end. We had 4 characters, 2 male, 2 female, like 2 older men and 2 females. I was playing sort of a young journalist, and she botched her roles, and she was the person who ended up like sleepwalking out to succumb to whatever was happening. And so we had this amazing confrontation, like at the lake, where we had this feeling that something was happening, and we had maybe an idea that there was a cult there, and this avatar of like some elder god like pops up, and I die horribly, with this delusion that like this thing is like my best friend who I've been trying to like rescue. But it was brilliant. It was everything you want out of a Call of Cthulhu game, like mystery, creepiness, and then a horrible, horrible ending. Hadley's Hope, yeah, Aliens is awesome. Your favorite is Prometheus, Geordie. Interesting, tell me more, like tell me why. Not to defend your choice, but I'm curious, because I really wanted to love Prometheus, but I couldn't, and I think we've talked about this before, so, like, apologies if I'm retreading old ground here. But yeah, Call of Cthulhu was, yeah, thank you for asking.
Rip, I'm about to rain on the parade. Something's up with the androids.
Something's been up with the damn androids since I got here.
No, this is new. They've left their posts. I just saw some of them in a public area. That's not normal.
Great.
Watch your back.
Oh, that's not cool at all. That's like super not cool. But yeah, Bodark, Hadley's Hope, like LV-426, and what happens with Wayland Yutani. If I hadn't already worn my Wayland Yutani shirt this week, I'd be wearing it right now, because I love that common theme that runs through the Alien stories, like corporate meddling, just making things go horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Prometheus did have a lot of the body horror that you know we enjoy out of an Alien film. So, I mean, it still is an Alien film. There's a fire. Okay, what are the androids doing? This is bad. Yeah, and what I will say is that I'm happy that you enjoyed it, because my default position with any film is I always want to go in enjoying it, and I love it when people can find the like the route to enjoying it. Yeah, I've got to confess, after watching the trailer for Covenant, I couldn't watch any more of it. Why, when you say it ruined the prequel series, why is that? Like, what was it Covenant did that was worse? Oh, I guess we're not coming in here. I think they tried to explain in a comic how Ripley got infected in Aliens 3, I think it was. Isn't that explained in the film, in Alien 3? I thought that was bridged somehow, like, between Aliens and Alien 3. Like, there was a facehugger that was in their... that was actually in their craft, and that was, like, it getting out and around was part of what was responsible for killing Newt and Hicks. Or am I wrong? Am I remembering incorrectly, Bodark? Hey Heron, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. How's your day been?
Always working for you. Our minutes are made to be simple. No emotional simulations. No
I'm enjoying my brief respite from the xenomorph, having come back before I have to deal with the androids, because they just got told that the androids are acting up. So that's going to be a fun thing. So. Oh, it might be canon, Bodark. I mean, there's a heck of a lot of, to be fair, there's a heck of a lot of, like, canon Dark Horse comics. At least I think they're canon. I could be wrong. Then again, who knows what's happening in... I suppose if we're dealing with androids... Oh, it's a mistake. Should be making... Should be making more EMP mines. What do we need? More charge packs. They can be hard to find. Oh, hang on. Are you talking about Bodark, are you not talking about the Gibson comics that have just come out, are you? Because I know William Gibson has just written a series of comics, like Alien comics, that I think are around that time period. Because Gibson did apparently an interesting screenplay for Alien 3. I've never read it, but it's available online. Rebel FM, a gaming podcast I listened to, they were talking about it a little while back. Woke up 2 minutes ago. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming here after you woke up. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Alright, one step closer. Oh man, I so hope Neil Blomkamp actually gets to make his Alien films. The fact that Sigourney Weaver has given it like a big thumbs up and said, yeah, I'm on board, and I'm pretty sure that Michael Biehn has as well. Like, it's a pretty serious indication of the fact that, you know, there's good stuff going on. In the comic, when the rescue pod smashed, it was shown that Newt drowned. She was face-hugged when she was taken. Then you see the xenomorph crawl out of dead Newt into Ripley. You see the xenomorph crawl out. Well, that's interesting. She was face-hugged when she was taken to the hive. She wasn't though, was she? Like in the film? Are we talking about aliens?
a new follower.
Thank you so much for the follow, Bodark. Very much appreciated. You have taken us one step closer to our Hitman 2 subathon, by the way. We're now, what's that, 86, so that's 14. I don't know why I'm holding up one hand. But we're 14 followers away from that. So yeah, not far away at all. Looking forward to that. And then you see the xenomorph crawl out of dead Newt into Ripley. What, to like gestate in her? That sounds weird, Bodark. Be really interested to know more about those comics, because that kind of bucks the... And I know that, like, they sort of extend the canon in the other material, but that kind of bucks their normal life cycle. That's weird. I want to know more. I'm very curious. Oh, it's a save point. Yeah, it's definitely one of the disappointing things about Alien 3. The fact that, you know, Hicks doesn't get to go out fighting. Because he was so cool. Alright. Doing no work. Restore power to the shutters. I'd love to do that.
Join the journey. A wealth of new career opportunities awaits you. Come and join the Season family today. Season tomorrow.
Yeah. Speaking of Neil Blomkamp, he actually has a really cool series of videos up on YouTube. And to my shame, I haven't sat down and watched them all, but like one of them actually has...
Wait. It's Ripley. What's going on with the androids?
I don't know.
What about the change in alert status?
Damn it, I don't know. I'm trying to contact Samuels. Maybe he knows what the hell Apollo is playing at.
Aliens when Ripley rescued you from the hive was imply that you was already infected. Oh, okay. It's obviously been a while since I've seen Aliens then, Bodark. I didn't pick up on that, and that actually makes for... That's a beautifully tragic point. So yeah, I missed it. Yeah, it probably was, Heron. I imagine that that was part of it, because Michael Biehn was expensive at that point in time. So yeah, it probably was the case. But all the same, it was sad not to have. Interesting. A friend request. Sure. I don't know why that popped up now. But yeah, I think you're right, Heron. I think it was like that, or at least that sounds quite plausible. It's a common reason why people don't sign on. And so even doing like a I'm here but then I'm gone is too expensive. He is Carl friggin' Reese. He is the only Carl Reese. There has not been a Carl Reese since which has been of the same caliber. Oh, that reminds me. There is an amazing, if you like turn-based strategy, there's an amazing game, alright. Just in case that pops up again. Yeah, there's an amazing turn-based strategy game, really clever game, with an incredible soundtrack called All Walls Must Fall. It's set in a Berlin of the future, and it has
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Oh, thank you so much for the host, Bodark. Very much appreciated. Yeah, it's basically inspired by the feeling of the club scene when Reese first turns up in Terminator. And yeah, it's an amazing game. I'm actually considering streaming it at some point. It has some very homoerotic writing in it, so if that's not your bag, you might not like it. But it's awesome. Yeah, it's an awesome game. I know one of the writers who was involved in that, who is now based in Melbourne. They are from Darkest Dungeon. They're awesome. They put the pack up pack up online. And so I figured horror games, you know, you can't get better than Darkest Dungeon. Alright. Easy there, folks. Alright, let's reload. I do not like that musical sting. Oh, hey, Chief. How you doing? Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Alright. And one for you. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually looking at putting together my own custom alerts as well, but it's a matter of finding the time. I might just pop that music down just a smidge. Because it's quite loud at the moment. Let's just pop it down a smidge. Thinking about adding me on PS4. Look, yeah, more than happy to have friends. Yeah, we can talk about that in Discord. Let's talk about that in Discord. There we go, that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You come over? You're just over there, aren't you? The more PS4 friends, the better. I don't think that person's going to come over. Hard difficulty. There we go. The game seems to be telling me that this is a FPS sequence. That's what I'm getting from the music. Taking one of your tips, Heron, and I now know that I can get very quickly between the shotgun and the stun baton. Oh, thank you so much for dropping in, Bodak. Very much appreciated. Hey, Hamster, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Always thought Alien 3 was just a facehugger the Queen carried with it that just hit on the ship before the loader fight. Yeah, that's the feeling I got. That's the feeling I got from like what they describe, at least in the film. But it sounds like the comics Bodak was talking about sort of try to make sort of a bit more of an elegant explanation for it. I'm sorry to hear that, Heron, but I absolutely get, you know, get those situations. I hear you. I have a friend, I caught up with a friend a little while back who's worked in special effects makeup for a long time. A guy by the name of Steve Boyle. He's probably one of like the people who does like practical VFX makeup or special effects makeup. And he was talking about how like everyone looks at like where he is now and the career he's got and the accolades that he has, and they're jealous of that. But he was saying that, you know, no one ever thinks about the times where he's had to do exactly that, like just figure out what in his apartment he can sell, like to make rent, like when things are lean. Hang on, this is the opposite of where I want to be going. How's your evening treating you? / morning, Hamster? How is the day treating you? Oh no, there's nothing there. Hang on, but there should be a path back to where I came from. Which is there! Which needs to be powered up. Alright. Need to get that power going. Oh, hey! Hey! No, come on back! We can be friends. Ah, we can be the bestest of friends. Where'd you go? See, I'm remembering to use the tools that I have. You're winding down for the day. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping by for the stream while you're winding down. Like, I hope this gives you what you're looking for. That's an android. No, it's a person. Why are you not? Well, you're not hurting me. So I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't know what you're running from, though. Thinking about making your own guacamole. Oh, do it. Do it, do it, do it. What are you thinking of recipe-wise? What does guacamole look like when you're making it? I don't think I'm going to be able to get past that because I can't jump. Which is a shame. So what we're going to do, we're going to go around. Yeah, let's go around. Is this going to be any help? Maybe. No, because that's the way I came. I don't think there's a way up over there. Or is there? No, there isn't. There isn't. Alright. It's a deeper mystery. Avocado, sour cream, sweet chili sauce. Ah, that sounds delicious. Have you got chips? Have you got chips? Still non-hostile? I guess it's because they don't have a gun. I can't shake the feeling at some point in time that person's going to run out and make me regret not killing them. But, you know, I'll leave them alive for now. Alright, I must have missed something back this way. You got lime-flavored tortilla chips. Oh man, that's the makings of a good evening. That's the good stuff right there. The chips, not the monitor. But yeah, Hamstar, I got the same impression from Alien 3 as you. Alright, so what am I missing here? I've got a door that's locked, but I can't open because I need to activate the power for it. I haven't seen any wiring consoles here. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. This door opens automatically for me.
Wait, for God's sakes, Apollo's let the androids off the leash. They're attacking on sight.
I don't know what the hell this is. They're not just responding to trespass violations, it's like they're hunting.
For who?
For everyone and anyone.
What do you mean?
Stand by.
Have a look around. You're in safe hands with us. No. Ah, beautiful, some stun charge.
Be advised. Apollo has raised the hazard containment alert to level Omega. Thank you.
Is it worth playing cat and mouse with the android? Or trying to? Oh no, that's the human. Who's just gonna run away. Okay, good. I shall call you bait. No stress, Heron. Have a wonderful morning. And thank you so much for popping by. And all of your awesome tips. I got that quick flick between shotgun and stun baton now, unless I freak out and go in the wrong direction. Excuse me. The number of times I've been killed by my own inventory so far, it's more than I really care to mention. Yeah, tequila would kind of round that out. Jordy. I've got to confess, I've never had a good experience with tequila, but I wonder if that's meant to be sort of par for the course. Tequila's always something that gives you stories and hangovers. Alright. So, gallery or upper concourse. Do I want to go up there? I can have a look around. No, there's nothing there. Alright. Oh, wait, no there is. Okay, so most of these doors do open for me then.
Join the journey. A wealth of new career opportunity. These awaits you. Come and join the Seegson family today.
Good night, Jordy. Thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate your company.
Together.
Alright, so that's as far as I can go in that direction. Good lord, we're an hour in already. Time has flown. Where's it gone? Enjoy your guacamole if you make it tomorrow too, Jordy. Sounds delicious. Delicious! Speaking of delicious, going to have one of my peanut butter based snack bowls. Mmm. Hey, buddy. How's that whole hunting me thing working out for you? Hang on, what's it telling me I'm maxed out on? Blasting caps. I wanted blasting caps for something before. I didn't have enough. EMP mines. Yeah. If I can not choke.
You always know a working Joe. Each working Joseph vetted at Season is subjected to thousands of safety checks before activation. That's because we understand we're building machines, not people. Season, tomorrow, together.
It's telling me my... Oh, they're charge packs, not blasting caps. That's right. Do I want to build a flashbang? Flashbang or smoke bomb? Flashbang. Let's get some of this stuff out of the inventory. So they can actually pick things up. Compound B, no, it doesn't use ethanol. What do I have that uses ethanol? I can't make any more of those. I can't make a noisemaker. I can make a smoke bomb. Does it use ethanol? Uses bonding agent, sensor, and ethanol. There we go. I'm gonna start being more proactive about actually using or building, I guess, the things in my inventory. So that I can continue to pick up resources. Just to be a little bit more effective. Yay! Alright, that was good. I'm gonna pat myself on the back there. Feeling pretty good. Which means I'm gonna die in like some horrible way, but you know, it'll be entertaining. Do you want to build a snowman? Step want to build a snowman.
Sevastopol hazard containment alert was recently raised to Omega. Please stand by for further notifications.
That's a shtick that just never gets old. The cheerful voice announcing that things have gone horribly, horribly bad. Do you want to build a snowman? Everybody's building a snowman. There it is, yeah. Snowman. Snowman. Almost had it. Oh, rotating sign. That's a new one. Alright, so that's not opening. So that was literally the only way, forward. The only way out is through. Let's do it. Did I search you? Did I? Alright, let's go back to the way through. Return to the Marshal Bureau. It's time to return to the Marshal Bureau. I wonder if I'm playing the game wrong by not sneaking at the moment. But I'm feeling pretty bold, like I'm feeling like I can... I'm feeling like I've got the measure of most things that are going to pop out. Which means the game's probably is going to come at me sideways. super hard.
The station separation sequence is now complete. Thank you for your patience.
Station separation sequence? What the?
Wait, I've got some security shutters in my way. Can you open them? Wait.
You bastards, you murdering bastards! Leave him alone! Stand down!
He shouldn't be here. You're becoming hysterical.
You bastards!
Wait! Wait!
Find an alternate route. Man. So, my friends just got killed by androids. Wow. It's not good, man. How can they do that? They're just robots, man. Hicks by way of Sam Rockwell. They're just robots, man. How could they do that? How could they do that, man? I don't know. It's not a great Sam Rockwell, but you know. It amuses me. Alright, alternate route. Or, if you prefer as an Australian, alternate route. Who doesn't want an alternate route? Now those shutters are still powered down. Gotta find, and I haven't found like a way to repower those yet. Wop wop. Alright, so I guess that's my mission in life. Do you want to build a snowman? There's no man like a snowman. Does that give me an answer? No, not yet. It just tells me I'm going to be going in a direction.
Solomon's habitation tower contains all the amenities and comforts you would expect at home.
I've been this way. Alright, let's see if the...
Solomon's Galleria, our shopping mall,
I don't think the upper concourse is going to offer an alternative, because I've been up here before, but let's see.
Our law enforcement officers can be found in the Marshal Bureau, ensuring round-the-clock safety. Finally, the Josiah 6 Suites, named to honor the founder of the Six Incorporation, houses the workers and families living on Sevastopol,
Yeah,
as
I've been
well
here
as
before.
providing executive suites for traveling businessmen.
No alternate route here. That's right, man. Just came over. Just came over, man. Maybe we should put her in charge. It's like Sam Rockwell by way of Minnesota. Not quite Sam Rockwell, but you know. Oh, speaking of him, he's in a really interesting film that's coming out called Vice with Christian Bale. And if no one had told you it was Christian Bale, like I don't think you'd know, because as is Christian Bale's shtick, he's completely physically transformed into Dick Cheney. Like the dude looks like 20 years older than I've ever seen him before. He looks amazing. In the sense that it's just scarily not like anything you've seen of him before. Find an alternate route, man. Gotta keep out of there. Can't go in there. She lasted for 15 days. No one else around. How'd you do that? How'd you turn off the power? That's starting to go like into Muppet directions. Here they go, man.
Always working for you. Our synthetics are made to be simple. No emotional stimulation. No mindless body. They just work for you, so you can get on with your life. Perfect peace of mind. Working Joe's. Brilliantly simple. And simply brilliant.
Do you want to go snowman? Item max. SCG injector. I think they're a medkit resource. Alright, there's the door. Yeah, hold on. Flashlight battery, sensor, SCG injector. Oh, let's recharge my flashlight. And then we should be able to take the yeah, take those. Alright. So, again, what can I build that has a sensor? Oh, Molotov has a sensor. Let's see if I can use a Molotov at some point without actually blowing myself up. Because that's what's happening most of the time when I throw those things. I'm killing myself. But I feel like we've come a long way since those days.
Meeks, I'm leaving this for you when you wake up. I know that you're still all over the place after that thing came out of Foster, but you've got to stop fucking up like this. You got way too drunk and told those people sleeping in the mall way too much. I dragged you away when I saw the look in their eyes. We can't go back there again. No one can know we're connected to Marlowe and the Anisadora. Now come back once you've dried out.
Dope. If I hadn't used the sensor and the Molotov, I could have built another EMP mine. Them's the brakes. Alright, money's still on androids being the major threat here, given that they seem to be going through and killing pretty much everyone who is a human. It's not good, man. It's not good. I am Amanda Ripley, opener of doors. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
Strange. You really shouldn't be here.
How you doing, man? There's something for you. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
To speak more chance do
There you go. Oh, there we go. Stun baton charge. That's like a neutral kill. I lose no resources. Did it just start saying, do androids dream of electric sheep? Just quoting Philip K. Dick. Alright, where are we? We're on a alternate route, I believe. Checking around for resources. Where are the resources? None over there. Yeah, even if, going back to an earlier point, even if games are non-canon, games that cleverly insert themselves into an existing canon and don't violate any of its rules, that's the good stuff. That's the clever stuff. Alright, what do we got? We got it downstairs? Let's go have a look what's down here. Not with the revolver though. Okay, that takes me to a lower level. See, I love that those systems are still significant. Like, everything the game teaches you can still be used at this point while it's taking a lull from the xenomorph. There's just something about that that's so good. Alright, now I can build another EMP mine. The reason why I'm stocking up on these is there's going to be a point where I'm going to run out of stun batons, and that's gonna come up on me. It's gonna creep up. So I'm just making sure that I've got alternatives. Like, at this point in the game, I'm perfectly happy to draw out the process of getting to where it is that I'm going, not to, like, avoid progressing the game, but like to stock up again on everything. Just everything. I'd never noticed the counters there before. I wonder what they are. That's interesting. Alright, this is taking me back where I've been. Ah, but not quite. Because I haven't been down in here.
Always know a working Joe. Each working Joe's embedded season is subject to thousands of safety checks before activation. That's because
Where is this taking me? Medusa Inc. Yeah, I haven't been in there. Is that my vent roof? Where do I go? I just want to vent. There we are. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, I definitely haven't been in here. Okay, so this is another resource run. I think. I don't think there's anything else in here apart from the stuff that I can get. Oh, flares I've maxed that up. Yeah, haven't had really good luck with using flares. That's kind of been a weak point. So where does that lead me? Interesting. It's going to take me somewhere I haven't been. Yeah, I definitely haven't been there. What do we got? Blythe, we need to find a way to shut down those automated janitors. They're a security problem. Every time they start their cleaning circuit, there's a risk they'll open up a route for that thing that's hunting us. Because that was what we used before, which was really cool. Which reminds me, complete tangent, there is an amazing game that came out of a Sydney-based studio from memory robot called Robot House. Not to be confused with Melbourne's Robot Circus, called Rumu. Which has some amazing voice acting, and is a delightful game, and it's quite short and contained as well. Highly recommended. I might actually pick that up for a Monday Mayhem too. A Manic Monday, I should say. There. Alliteration. Decommissioning process underway. Specializing, please. Have enough food and medical supplies. The redirection of the supply ship flight path will not impact rationing. We deem necessary. Boarding and order trading. Alright.
I have been camped out in Galleria Mall for maybe 24 hours. The people here, they're scared. But they still believe that martial weights will kill the creature. They forget other dangers. They forget themselves. People are turning on each other for food, for water. I cannot stay here.
Alright, that puts me back on the path I was going on before. So that vent is another way forward. Did we search you, Chief? I guess we did. Hashtag sorry not sorry. Oh! Oh! Oh, you son of a... I thought that was my previous handiwork. I should have seen because it still had the eyes up. Oh wow, well played, game. Like, it's gotten me before with those. Ah, I should have seen that coming. That's good. That's good. See, that's a good version of a jump scare. Or a popcorn scare if you prefer. Now, can I go through the door? No, I can't. The door's not going to open. So it was just a tremendously bad place for me to put my feet. Alright, let's go. Huh. Good lord. Where am I? Sylvester Link. I feel like there's some hard truths coming. Right, fine. Yeah, sure.
We should talk about what happened in San Cristobal. Now, it was a nasty business, and I understand that you want to deal with it as quietly and quickly as possible. But I wanted to make sure you didn't do anything rash. I'm talking about catching the specimen without killing it. If we play it smart, we could be set up for life. I have the connections. I can set it up. You're getting old, Wade, so you can't do this forever. And what are you going to do when Sevastopol closes? You have my number. Ransom out.
Nice. See, there's it's that angle of corporate meddling that always comes into the stories. It just adds this really interesting flavor. Milo H. Plasma shear. Proprietary flight recorder unit. Watch one. Nostromo. Nostromo. Watch one in person. H. Marlowe. Impounded. Okay.
Wait, it's Dr. Lingard. I've just examined a patient with, well, I've never seen anything like it. It's some kind of unknown parasite. I did a quick check on the name they gave me, and there's no one registered under it at Sevastopol. I think she came on board recently. Do you know anything about this? I have no idea what Sinclair and his men were doing, but this should have been picked up during quarantine. Who knows what else they've let through? The patient and her captain are waiting for me in the examination room. Get down here now.
I love that the game is giving me, like, pace-wise, this has been one of the things that's been kind of missing. Well, not missing, but it's been pretty breakneck up until this point, so I love that the game is taking this time to go through what feels like, pace-wise, like this is a breather. Because up until this point in time, it's been a ball terror, just hiding constantly from the xenomorph. It's been good, don't get me wrong, but it's been exhausting. So, I like this. I like that it's come to... I like that it's come to this point where it's giving me just a chance to gather my breath and, you know, literally, like, build up resources again. Go through a little bit of story. Like, now I feel like the station is more, it's more something I can control. It's that feeling you get in sort of other like space exploration games, like, you know, Dead Space 2 and that sort of thing, where you're able to do pretty much anything. Although, you know, Dead Space 2, you've got to fight for a lot of the territory that you get, so it's not entirely fair to say that you can do anything. But there's certainly a lot you can do. Alright, we are just coming up on the halfway point for this stream. Now, I'm going to go and grab a coffee very quickly. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to just grab a quick break and freshen up. You might want to do the same. Whatever is your pleasure. Or I could go through here. What's in here? This feels like an interesting place. Stuff and things. Ah, there we go. That's why it's an ID tag. So it's off in a corner. It's off in a corner where you have to explicitly go there in order to get it. And I think there's one more. Can I get into that interrogation room? No, I can't. Yeah, so I'm going to go grab a coffee. I'll just be a couple of minutes. And we'll be right back to continue the stream after that, because we are only at the halfway point. We still have another 90 minutes of Alien Isolation, and I'm really excited about how fast we are moving through. Well, not fast, but I'm really excited about the pace of tonight's session, too. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here. I got a feeling we're going to reintroduce the alien, but I don't know how. I'm excited to find out. Hey, Heron. You might need to explain a little bit more when you say, how do I like this passage? Do you mean like where I am currently in the game? Is that what you're referring to? Tell me more. Now, it is as good a time as any to go through just a little bit of housekeeping, which means a giant thank you to those of you who'd place your trust in me to share your audiences with me by auto-hosting this channel. So a giant thank you to Slayer Lover Gaming, to Even Prime TV, to Everything Apocalypse, to Ironside, Dubsack, Capdaff, and, last but not least, thank you very much to Heron HQ, who is with us now. And a giant thank you to you as well for being, and I think we mentioned this at the start of the stream as well, but giant thank you and congratulations for being our latest subscriber as well. Thanks to a very generous gift from Sun. Yes. Let's see. How do I like this passage that I'm in? It's an interesting part of the space. I was just talking before about how I've been really enjoying like the last hour or so of this game and the lull that we've had in basically like what's happened since we parted ways with the Xenomorph. Like I've really been enjoying that pace-wise. And without further ado, let's go find out what's happening next.
Rip, they're all dead.
The android slaughtered them.
Why? Why the fuck?
I don't know. But I think Samuels does.
Samuels? Why?
Wait sent him to access Apollo. I need to find him. Have you seen Taylor and Marlowe?
No.
They're not here. I think they may have got clear. Ricardo, if I go after Samuels, can you run this place? I need eyes and ears.
I'm not fucking staying here.
Ricardo, I need you to do this. Can you man the station and keep me covered? Ricardo!
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Sit tight. Lock the fucking doors and don't let anyone in. Look after me. I'll come back for you.
Alright. I'm trying to remember now. Samuels is the android I came in with. Who I've been saying, like, since the start I don't trust. Well, because he's an android. I've been in here before, I think. Yeah. Despite it being a safe-looking place, there's not actually anything interesting in here. Yeah, one of the things I was saying earlier, Heron, is like this point in the game is exactly what I was looking for after the stretch. Like, the stretch with the Xenomorph has been great. Don't get me wrong. But this kind of breather that I've been having over the last hour or so, like once I came back in through the airlock, it's exactly what I was hoping would happen, just to relieve some of that tension, because the game is so intense up until that point in time that you really need it. And I hope you're proud as well of the fact that I've started using like the quick inventory options to change what weapon I'm using, so that my inventory doesn't kill me. I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you.
Something amiss.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
Who's there? Come with me,
Sure.
please.
Eat all of it. There we go. What you got for me? You got a stun baton charge? No, one down now. Damn it. So satisfying. That was definitely one of the highlights of going back to Alien. Ian Holmes' performance as the android is just... it's freaking chilling. He's so good. So good. I mean, there's not a weak spot in that cast, but he's a definite highlight. I thought that would open for me. How'd your stream go today, by the way, Heron? That game looks like a lot of fun. I've never played it, but it looks like a lot of fun to play online. It definitely seems to be the most popular asymmetric horror. Hey, buddy!
That isn't authorized in this To certain more chance do dream.
Damn it. No stun baton charge off him either. Yet. Well, no, they do give him a gender, I guess, to be fair. They do refer to them as hims. Him. Hey, buddy!
What are you doing here?
It's jogging on the spot. Alright, let's test out one of my EMP mines.
Running causes accidents.
Like a charm! There we go. Like a charm! I guess that would be good as well for multiple androids. It's not going to give me enough time to take down both of them, but it at least allows me to suppress the first of them. Tactical choices. Tactical choices. Take the transit to Simed Tower. Game suggests subtly that I look away while that's being called. What's happening, man? You missed my bad Sam Rockwell slash Bill Paxton impressions. Good old Hudson. The Hudson Sam Rockwell hybrid. What's happening, man?
This car is the Vestibule Science and Medical Tower.
Alright, let's take the Simed Tower. Alright.
Station serving the San Cristobal Medical Facility and Seek Synthetics.
Clear.
I can see activity on terminals on the top levels of Seeks and Synthetics. Rip, I'm not sure I can do this.
Ricardo, I need you to focus. You're in charge now.
In charge? In charge of what? A room full of dead people? This is fucked up!
Focus, Ricardo. If Samuels can talk to Apollo, he can get the androids to stand down. Then this will all be over.
Yeah, how good is Ricardo, Heron? Like as bad as everything is that's happening for Ripley, like imagine being just sitting in that room, in that silence, watching your dead companions. Like, what do? Do you stack them like cordwood in the corner? There's like no There's no happy out for that. It's just, it's all bad. Ugh. Great voice acting too. Like I love his like. It's not quite like a Lock Stock sort of accent, but yeah, he's just got a little bit of working class British about him. It's a great character. So I guess this is what you're like when you were asking me if I was going to go back to the places that I hadn't gotten to before. I guess this is part of what you're referring to as well. Transit access. Door access. Transit station. Air purification can. Just take a jump. Power available. Camera feed off. Door access on. Start a fire in it. There are worse things. There are worse things you could do than, yeah, just burn the corpses. Alright. Yeah, it's like Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project is a film where, like people either like it or I guess are indifferent to it, overall. But if you invest, like my view of it has always been, if you invest the time basically to think through the film, or think through is an unfair way of saying it. If you empathize with what is happening with the characters in the film, it is a terrifying film because it plays with really low stakes. What's happening with Ricardo at the moment? Like, there's none of the there's none of the immediate danger of anything that's happening with Ripley, unless the androids come back. But you think about what it would be like being in that room, and it's terrifying, freaking terrifying. Because in some ways, like once you get some momentum under you, like what Ripley's doing is less scary than sitting in one place and feeling vulnerable. So yeah, he's got a hard lot. I feel for you, Ricardo. You're holding the fort down. And I love you for it, man. Because you're awesome. Device invalid. Got it in your own hands? You mean like what? As in like your own fate in your own hands? Tell me more. Just so I don't misunderstand the point you're making there. Because I think I know. Yeah, exactly! Exactly, Ricardo's just waiting. Just fucking waiting. Like, who's going to be the next person to come through the door? Is it going to be Ripley? Is it going to be an android? Who knows? Wait and find out, Ricardo. That's some chilling stuff. Yeah. Alright. Where do I need to go? Other direction. This way. This way. To seek some synthetics. I'm glad the EMP mine worked. It's so straightforward. Oh, Jesus H. Christ, what is that? What on earth is that?
Ripley, there's a security alert firing off in the labs nearby. Elevators are out. Looks like the Seeks and synthetics aren't taking kindly to a Weyland Yutani model snooping around.
So how do I get up?
You have to climb. There's a service vent through to the elevator shaft around there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Ash tried to do to Ripley in Alien. Oh man. That's... Yeah, exactly. I only remember that because I've seen it recently. Snap! We're on the same page. You and me, on the same wavelength. Went through the elevator shaft and shut the access door behind me. Much love! Much love to you, man. Shut the access door behind me. That's one of your emoticons, isn't it? Elevator shaft and cut the access door behind me. I had a jaw on my tail. I had to get out of there. To cut through the panel, the code is 83828382. Okay, I'm going to remember it this time. Stations like Sevastopol receive investment and seeks an affiliate set up shop, yeah. Have not flourished in deep space. Sevastopol mass produced no-frills androids sit in their boxes. So I guess that's why Seegson maybe chose... Like, did they choose Sevastopol as a place to house all of this? Like, if it was this economic backwater... If it was this place that no one cared about, then it seems like it's the perfect choice for shenanigans like that. Find a place that's, you know, no one cares about, that has the things that you need. A3, A2. I remembered. See, this is part of why I love streaming games too. Like, it forces me to become, like, I'm not saying I've got mad skills, but I have to be really conscious about what I'm doing. Because part of my brain is, like, off chatting with you lovely people. And so I've got to be more aware, and that's something that I'm always searching for in everything. Like, how can I be more present? How can I be more aware in the moment? It's why I, for a long time, I played Netrunner. I tried to play, like, Tournament Netrunner, which is it's what's called a living card game, not collectible, in the sense that you buy random cards, but you buy basically like fixed sets of cards. But anyway, it's a tremendously complex game. But I just found it cost a little too much in terms of time investment to keep playing like at a tournament level and to try and get better. Like the people who are playing like Tournament Netrunner, like that's the thing they're doing. That's it. That's their life. But I love that pursuit of trying to be more present and more aware in the moment. And there's similarities to, like, you know, to like how do you play this game well. It's all of the things that you've coached me through. It's being aware of the options that the game presents mechanically and being mindful of what's an appropriate choice in the moment, like keeping aware of all of your vocabulary of things that you can do. This isn't good. That got me. That was good. There it goes. Whew! That was something. Oh. Whew. That audio, that was like, bam, like right in the ears. It was really well placed. sound effect for that. Alright. Had real weight to it. One thing I'm super mindful of is there's going to be a point where the penny's going to drop, and I feel like I'm going to be reintroduced to the Xenomorph. And this feels like the kind of place where that could happen. Like, I guess it's probably not going to happen for a bit yet, because we've got something to resolve here around what's happening with the androids, but... Climb the elevator shaft to the upper labs. It's what David Bowie would do. But in the upper labs... Samuels has gone to the android lab in order to locate and help him. Okay, so we trust Samuels? See, I don't know. I don't know that I trust Samuels. I really don't. If there's one thing this franchise has conditioned me to... Well, actually, no, that's not entirely fair. I mean, there is still, Oh god, I'm gonna blank on his name. Lance Henriksen's character. Bishop. Bishop! There's Bishop in Aliens, so I guess I'm being unfair. Not bad for a human. Also, the title of Lance Henriksen's biography, autobiography, I should say, which is a freaking amazing read if you haven't read it. He's had a, that's a dude who's had a...
I've been looking for you.
Son of a... Every time. Every time. You'd think I'd learn to look by now. But, that's right, you can't try and diffuse that triggering. So yeah, every time.
Ricardo, I'm here. Looks like the place synthetics go to die.
Jesus. No, it's okay. Don't get up. I'll come to you. No? Damn it. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not alone then, Heron, in distrusting the android. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about, like, the... No, I can't justify it with any reasons. I just don't trust him. Is it the way he looks? The way he moves? Oh, that's freaky looking. Oh, this is like the creepiest waxworks. Ah, not good. Not good. Alright. Good lord. So I guess this is kind of the byproduct of what they were talking about with... Or is it? Like whether they were talking about basically all of these androids going to waste. But no, this is different. This is like destruction. I actually don't know why I want to turn that off, but I'm going to turn it off because that's the option it's giving me. Is it giving me an option to turn back on? No, so it's something I want to do. Oh yeah, thank you, Codsworth. Yeah, that reminds me. There's a the trailer is out for Peacemakers, which is a indie feature film. More specifically, an indie feature sci-fi film, which is coming out next year, and I am a lead role in that, which is I'm pretty chuffed about. So yeah, if you're curious to hear sort of hear me working, you can hear me in the trailer for that, alongside some really talented people.
Biocontainment hazard level Omega. If my services do not meet Zeke's
Hey, Chief.
Please.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. There you go. You're gonna just lie back down. Oh. No stun baton charge out of him either. Oh, thank you. Yes, I should. I keep forgetting whenever those things grab me that it takes health. Thank you for the reminder. You know what? I'm going to use 2. Well, that'll never not be freaky. Thank you for that, inventory. Now at full health. There you go. I'll stick that in my pipe and smoke it. I'll smoke it good. Alright, now there was a save point nearby. It is. It is the world's creepiest waxworks, because those things are just a heartbeat away from potentially coming to life. At any moment. Where is that save point then? Has gone to the Android lab. Android disposal? Reclamation? Oh no, it's in there. Thank you for the medkit reminder. I would have hated to have gotten like a bump on the chin or something stupid and then gone, ah, look at that. Now I've got to go all the way back to like really far back in the game. That would have sucked. I'll take all of that.
Executive Ransom speaking. I just woke up to find a working Joe in my suite, and when I asked what the hell it was doing, it lunged for me. I had to leave my own fucking apartment. Send your best technicians to Apollo Core and find out what the hell is going on. Now! Get those things under control. I want a full report ASAP.
Still not quite clear on how this is helping, unless it's turning off Apollo, but... Oh, it's a save point out here, that's where it is. Let's save. Let's save the game! It's time to use a save point. Hostiles nearby. Yeah, and it feels like the prequels are kind of doubling down on that, but... I'm trying to think, was there any... Although, actually... Yeah, there's one helpful, which is Samuel's, but when you think about it, actually, in terms of the movies, it's pretty even odds. Excuse me, because Winona Ryder's character in Alien 4 is a helpful android. Bishop in Aliens is a helpful android. Ash in Alien is unhelpful. I don't think there were any androids in... There weren't any androids in Alien 3, were there? Where are we going now? think I'm backtracking, but we'll follow this way anyway. Let's go this way. There is no this way. Oh, okay, so that just goes up to a dead end. Or does it? Let's find out. What's up that way? Oh, I've never been up there. Oh, that poor android. Yeah. That's true. There actually has been one. You're right. Alright, so that was how I came in. Very good point. Apart from Samuels, there has been one kind, helpful android who wasn't awake during whatever it was that happened to them. Like, we still haven't got an answer for that, but it feels like at some point in time someone introduced, and like my money is on Seegson, having done it. It feels like at some point in time someone just basically reprogrammed every, well, through Apollo, just reprogrammed like every freaking android that was walking with these updated orders, which I'm guessing have something to do with assisting with containment, like procurement and containment of the biological specimen. AKA the alien. Didn't trust Samuels? Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, like, he's been helpful, but yeah, I don't trust him. I'm with you. Yeah, I get the feeling I will. As soon as I figure out where I'm going. I get the feeling a penny's about to drop there. I don't get why, though. See, here's the thing. If there's a, if there's a reveal here, I don't get why Amanda Ripley would have been... Well, no.
The door up here is blown. I can't get near it.
Find a way through the electrified door. Thought I turned off, like, almost everything. I guess not. Okay, so that's why I'm turning everything off. Yeah, like, I signed on to come here, so... I guess it's not like there was a conspiracy. Like, you couldn't have stopped Ripley from coming on this mission. Yeah, looking forward to things being revealed. Yeah, I should probably follow just the cables, shouldn't I? No doubt I did miss one, which is why it's still electrified. Man, these flashlights do not last long. No, I'll turn that one off. Alright, where did I miss? Where did I miss you? It's not down in here. Follow the cables. I am indeed following the cables. See, I even thought of that one myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Briefly. For following an environmental cue. There's only one cable coming out of the room. I thought I got... Is there two in here? There's only one. You're turned off. I know I'm going past the cables here, but... where are you? Follow the cables. Follow the cables. There's only... There's two in this room, both of them have been turned off. I turned you off. Oh no, I didn't turn you off. I thought its light was the color of being turned off. Oh no, it's red, not orange. Ah, I see. I see. I did indeed. I got confused about the colors. Let's get your stun baton going. Bah! That's not a happy noise. And of course, because I've turned the power off,
I must have access to Apollo. Open the tower transit.
Apollo transit reserved for Seeks and executives and synthetics only.
Right. Then I'll have to find a way to talk to Apollo directly.
Biocontainment hazard level Omega. All permissions rescinded.
I don't have time for this.
Okay, still not damning, but freaky. I mean, we still don't quite know why he wants to talk to Apollo. It was. I mean, there's the hope that there's the hope beyond hope that he's just gonna go, no really, Apollo, just stop it. Go on, stop it. Don't do it. I don't like the odds of that though. I really... Ah. Oh no. No. That's freaky. That's the game going, how badly do you want to get through there? Ah, that's grotesque. That is a beautiful scene. Like, in a horror perspective. Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. Given my track record with finding other things. Ah, was it this? Is this the button? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh wow. It's like it's a lucky time for me then. Let's chalk that up to just a little bit of luck on my behalf then. Alright, that's what that musical cue is for. Just gonna keep on running, I guess. Oh yeah, I would not want to be having a fight in that room. Ooh, Molotov. Hello. Blueprint upgraded, thank you very much. Are they going to come through? No, they're not. I could do that. Or I could just beat them. Just EMP them, beat them. I don't know. Do I? I don't think I need to worry about them. Hang on. Where am I going? Wrong direction. Alright, let's find out what's in here first. Hello, EMP mine. So that's the situation that EMP mines are made for. Good-o. Yeah, I was wondering what the big musical sting was for. So, it kind of cued me to expect terror. So I ran. I frickin' ran. I was not going to stick around for that. Oh, Molotov. Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, when there's that many of them in a line, absolutely I did. Oh wow, EMP mines. Ah, this is a really handy room. It's giving me a whole heap of stuff. Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, it was kind of it was set up to feel like it was a gauntlet. So, all right, now I got a bit more. Now that I know I don't have to worry about time, let's have a look at this rewire again. Alright, so the gas divert's literally the only option I've got there. Alright, so it gives me... When I get closer, there are noises of... Waste damages profit. Nice. Oh, son of a... They are going to come through. Keycard required. Son of a...
You're starting to test my patience.
Is this the kind of boss fight you expected? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, god damn. Oh. Well, I guess you can't get away from it. Yeah, I thought I'd been clever and I'd gotten past my woes, but I guess not. Alright. Let's... Can't craft any more, apparently. That seems to have... Oh, mistimed that.
This isn't the answer.
Jesus Christ.
You're starting to catch my breath. Please, calm down.
Oh, the shotgun will work on the androids? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll try that too. Look, I'm all for avoiding the fight. If I've missed the keycard, then I'll have a look around. Ah, see, I didn't know because I'm used to weapons just being like sort of inconsequential to them. Is there a keycard in here? Are you my keycard? No, you're an ID tag. Similar but different. And fire. So those Molotovs, like, they're good, but fire doesn't really do them in. Where's my key card? When you say bombs, you mean flashbangs or smoke bombs or flashbangs? Hang on, flashbangs can? When you oh, you mean Or do you mean EMP? Ah, see, I don't have a schematic for a bomb. That might be something I'm missing. No, I don't. No. EMP mines, I do. Yeah, that's a word for it. I don't like my odds of getting that getting the keycard before approaching the door either, because I don't think it's... I think it's out there. Unless... Do you have a keycard? Because I'm pretty sure I searched you. Oh, you got all the shotgun shells. Yep. You have to fight. Alright. I've got a lot of shotgun shells. I'm gonna cause some damage. Hey everyone! What the heck? The reload on that thing is pants. Oh, no wonder it reloads one shell at a time. Oh, that was a bit unfair. I literally watched that person's head get shot.
This isn't the answer.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh.
Maybe one of these things had a key card.
Well, that was one way to use a lot of ammo. Thank you for your key card. I can take 5 shells. Oh, okay. I did not know. I thought it had a capacity of 3 because that seemed to be what it was getting maximum. Whew. Whew. Thank you for the tip on the shotgun. I never would have tried that unless you'd mentioned it. Or I guess I would have tried it as an experiment eventually. Oh, it's not too bad. I averaged like 2 shells per android. I probably could have cut that down if I'd used an EMP mine at some point, but you know. Alright. Hey son, how you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. You just missed a epic fight. I destroyed, what was it? It was 8, like 8 androids or thereabouts, it felt like. Heron was, as per usual, tactical coach, reminding me that my shotgun, I got a shotgun now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long has your headache been going for? And is there anything that normally helps with your headaches? $10 hours. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm guessing if there's anything that normally helps with headaches, you would have used it by now. Does that happen a lot? Do you get them a lot? How's the rest of your day been? I mean, I guess that kind of answers the question. If you've had like a splitting headache, it's gonna set the tone for the rest of the day, but no stress, Heron. Gotcha. Thank you so much for your company. Very much appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you.
Weyland-Yutani synthetic registered. Attempted unauthorized access.
Sport, I swear, you get up. And I will nut you. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that you've had to deal with that. Have I heard it? Yeah, Weyland-Yutani synthetic access registered. So he's talking about Samuels accessing Apollo. I did hear that. I mean, that's not a huge surprise because that's what Samuel said he was going to do. Oh, I take your point. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to remember now whether Weyland-Yutani was. Yeah, I think I slept on that a little bit. If I'm Samuels and Seeks and Synthetics all the way over there. No, you're right. Yeah, I think I slept on that a little bit. I'm trying to remember now, like for the start of the game, whether I'm trying to remember the corporation that we were attached to. It wasn't Weyland-Yutani. I missed that. I heard it. But I didn't process the full impact. Yeah, which means that Samuels is here for the xenomorph. Wop wop, which means I can't trust Samuels. There it is. In synthetics, I don't think I'm going to be taking a transport now, because that's going to go back to like PsyMed. To Android orientation? Is that where I want to go? Yeah, Siegs and... Okay, so I am remembering correctly, it was Wayland Yutani. Yeah. Siegstrom are the people who own the station. I feel silly. I feel like there's something I'm still missing from what you're saying. Because, I mean, that much So, I am...
Fellow passengers, take your trash with you.
I am remembering correctly that it's Wayland Yutani, then. That I'm working for. And he's accessing Apollo. Yeah, I feel like there's something you're hinting at that I'm missing. Okay, how am I getting over there? Oh, let's go down to sales agreements and see what's in there. I don't think I'm meant to be taking a transit at this point. Yeah, Siegstrom Station. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, like a theory that whoever was responsible for the xenomorph getting here. That's where I came from. Yeah, whoever was responsible for the xenomorph getting here, targeting this station? Alright, let's take this. I think this might be where I'm meant to go. Let's find out. If not, I can go back.
Elevator going down to Android orientation.
Gotcha, okay. But yeah, okay, great. I'm glad to hear I'm not missing anything then, because that was what I processed from what it said. Admittedly, you're right, I should have made more of a meal of it. But yeah, that was definitely what I took from what it was saying. No, I've been here.
Malfunctioning. Great.
What was that, Ripley?
Nothing. Just more shit on this station fucking up. The usual.
Yeah. That's very true. Well, I've got some of the story. I still think there's some incomplete stuff there. I know that basically there was the expedition to LV-426. But yeah, I don't know. There might still be some. How far? Yeah. All right. Am I gonna make it? Ah, okay. I can do that. Can't quite see if there's one next to me. I think there is. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I should be looking across, I guess, because there's like a mirror event on the other side. Jump down? Why do I want to jump down? Oh, because I'm running out of places to go, that's why. Up. Don't get torched. I swear I've been here before. Jump. I actually kind of like that this isn't like strictly platforming here. I'm just going through like a set of sequences, like interactions with the environment. I like that, you know, there's not the option to just accidentally fuck it up. It's cool. Because that could get frustrating. Do-do-do. Wayland Yutani want to get their hands on the xenomorph. Xenomorph. Oh, that was cool. Is that we striving, or is that just a temporary thing? Do-do-do. 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 Good lord. Stay with me for a quick second. Yeah, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out as well, again, to a good friend and video colleague, Talia Solen, who this Friday is going to get a chance to actually hear herself in Earthlight Spacewalk, which is at ScienceWorks at Museums Victoria. It's an amazing game. It's an amazing experience, I should say. Not so much a game, but a VR experience. She does amazing work. It's an award-winning game, in no small part thanks to the caliber of that performance. Yes, let's save. Organ storage. Stay with me for a couple seconds. Seeks and synthetics. Synthetic fluid plant. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I did not want to turn that light off. Bonding agent. Flashlight batteries. What's going on here? I'm gonna go to administration somehow. So I came in through here. Ooh, EMP mines, how are we going? Stun bateau. Let's stay on the shotgun for now, because then I can go back to this. The stun bateau. Alright, so I came in through there. I think this is a one. I think that's a one-way trip. I'm gonna go back. There's no door out of here. I think this is purely an inventory run. Alright, so that's not where I want to go. Where is? Hang on. Yeah, that feels like it is the path forward. All right. Let's go back in and have a look around because this is forwards. I don't think there's. So there is a door there, but there's a door there, but there's no way to get in. What am I doing? 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 Alright, let me give you a door. No, you're not. Not you. Can I interact with you? No. There's a noisemaker. Oh, so it doesn't take long to max out your inventory then. It's interesting. Like I've been pretty studious about crafting what I can. And it feels like I'm reaching a These are confused. These are so confused. Unless I can go around all the way to the other side here?
Suspending in android processing. We've got a situation. There's white on red casualties on station. I've just had an android report to the APTC with head trauma. But he's covered in blood. Human blood. I've alerted the marshals, put my secretary someplace safe, and right now, I'm headed for the transit. I'm gonna get a working Joe to consult Apollo. Maybe it knows who the hell is to blame for this.
White on red. That's cool, I like that. Android on human casualties. I mean, by cool, I mean terrifying, but you know. No, I don't want to go back to synthetic storage. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to get on the, Like, my ask isn't a big one, I just want to be on the other side. I feel like if I go back here, I'm undoing all the work I did and getting over to this side. So let's go back up here. Yeah, I'm trying not to trying not to make it a cliffhanger, but I can see where I need to be. I'm just not seeing how to get there. There's something I'm missing in the map. Because I actually want to be over that side. But I can't get over to that side. Alright, let's go through here. Again. Let's go through here and see what we can see. Go up and use the vents. Yeah, I thought that's what I was doing, but I must have missed some vents. Thank you for the tip. I'm gonna go up and use the vents. There's gotta be another vent here that I've missed then. Because I used the one at the end. Ah, hello. Hello. How are you? I missed you, door. There's no part of this that I like. The Lisa Low of defense. Because I missed you. Alright, let's go in here, because the rewire is normally behind the camera. Oh, there you go. Consistency. See, that makes sense. That's good. I like that. Placement-wise, like, where would you put the rewire if you wanted to turn off your security system? You put it behind. Now, I say this, kind of challenging fate here, but there's no xenomorph around at the moment, so it's not like I've got to worry about making noise, but, I mean, that could wake up an android. That could be what security alarms are set to. Yeah, well, it's great when systems in games make sense. Oh, hi, thank you for joining us.
Six. What are you doing here?
Sorry, no interviews. Oh, come on. Come on.
You're becoming hysterical. Sid, what are you doing?
That was a risk. That upgraded EMP mine's vicious though. Son of a... There it goes. No! Alright, I don't think we were too far back from there. Yeah, I know. I didn't get a chance to use a med pack. I kind of underestimated how many of them there were. But that's cool, because we were right behind the we're right near this door. I really wish. Watch the room behind the security cam. Search the room. Search this room. Compound B. Vents. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you. Let's go and... I missed that. Alright, we've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if we can get to Samuels. See you later, suckers. It's vent time. Alright. Which way we want to go? Oh, nice! Ah! Huh! Do you have anything for me? No? That was grotesque. Well played, game. Well played. What's going on here? Sensor. Sensor. Sounds like there's a bunch of them up there. Just like a lot. Unless that's... Oh, this is the sound thing you were talking about last stream, isn't it? The fact that I sound like with a full inventory, I sound like I'm just rattling around the place. Why is there a red light there? Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light. It's probably some hazardous gas, actually. That was another security scan. Always nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's meant to... I have no idea. It does sound very noisy, though. Like, it feels like that would be... It feels like that would be pretty punishing. Hang on. Am I not? No, I'm not. I had a bit of deja vu there. I thought I was in the same room I was in before. But I'm not. So that's good. Put on the red light. Alright, so... Ooh. So, for the sake of consistency, that should be somewhere nearby. If we're following the rules we think apply. Oh, okay. I do sound pretty rattly, like I thought something was chasing me then, but it wasn't. Alright, there's my rewire. Alright, who wants to hop up? Who wants to hop up and get some? Who wants a little sugar? Hey. Who wants some sugar? No one? Alright. I can dig that. Can we get to Samuel's before we run out of time tonight? Only if... It's always funny how puzzles like this too, like if you just kind of relax your brain a little bit and just go, not numb, but loose, it's so much easier. You just tune yourself out from the stress signals, I don't know. Maybe. That makes sense. There's our boy!
Ripley, good to see you alive. Apollo's security perimeter has been built so that only Sikhs and synthetics can interact with it. Listen to me. I'm going to have to do something rather drastic if I hope to connect with Apollo.
Okay. What's your plan? Tell me more.
I'm going to use the reformat chamber. It's the only option. I've had to divert power from the area to allow me to try.
What does that mean? Are you reformatting Apollo? It's about to choke. Ah, that's better. It's got food stuck in the craw. I love those snack balls, but yeah, they can get a bit dry sometimes. Hopefully, a less conspicuous thing for me to eat them, like almonds. Less crunchy, less noisy. Oh, this is not going to be good. This is going to be the opposite of good.
Samuels, that's too dangerous.
Yes, far too dangerous. Wish me luck.
Samuels, don't!
Oh, he's going to reformat himself. He's...
Apollo, infection has been purged. The creature is no longer on board. The station is safe. Request that all hazard containment operations are suspended. Unauthorized connection.
All hazard containment.
Ripley, Apollo's rejecting me. We might be in trouble.
Samuels?
Apollo is trying to stop me from interfacing. Oh no! Amanda! You need to manually disconnect the systems. Please!
Jesus, Samuels, I'll try!
Wait! You need to do it in the correct order, or the cascade will be fatal for me. I'm accessing seeds and schematics. Remove the red cable first.
Okay, red first!
Alright. I think I just accidentally used a stun baton charge.
Red done!
Next, look for a blue cable. Can you see it?
Yeah, I stunned the switch.
Got it!
Exactly.
Blue disconnected. What next?
I'm having trouble accessing the schematics. Apollo is making things difficult.
I need the next one, Samuels! What?
What's happening out there, Ripley?
The emergency lights have come on! I can't make out the colors of the cables! You're gonna have to guide me to them!
The next one is plugged into a wall socket. There was an upturned gurney nearby.
Alright, that's you. Upturned gurney.
Look for an open floor panel. There should be a deactivated android next to it.
Deactivated android? Yeah, alright.
Got it, Samuels!
Alright, one more.
Just the last one now, Ripley.
Alright. Oh, none of this is good.
You're dying.
You talk like I've had an actual life. I thank you for that.
Samuels.
The Apollo transit is open. Once you get into the core, it will talk to you.
You did that for me?
I wanted Amanda Ripley to have closure.
Oh, wow.
Ricardo, if you're there, pick up.
I'm here, sorry.
Samuels is gone. He opened Apollo Transit for me. I'm gonna go straight there. I'll get Apollo to lift the lockdown.
Wow. I owe Samuels a huge apology. I thought he was going to do something seriously nefarious. Yeah, me too! Me too! Samuels was awesome! Ah, Samuels was a mensch. Wow. Android lied. Laid is another word you can use for it. Hang on, I'll pop that in chat so it's clearer. So that we can look at text. You can say laid. Some people do say lied. Although it's not technically correct. So what you said was, like in common vernacular was, you know, anyone would recognize exactly what you meant. There's a lot of things. I guess it's true in any language. There's a lot of things that are technically incorrect that get used. Alright folks, we are just coming up on 12:01. I've got a save point right near me here, so I think that's probably a really good point to finish things up for this week. Thank you so much for your company tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been an absolute blast. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. We'll just wrap things up tonight. At that point. Don't worry about raids or anything like that. Yeah, no cliffhanger, because we got to... Well, I guess it's a beautiful point to finish, because now we're going to move on to accessing the core, but yeah, no cliffhanger. So thank you so much for your company tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all here. I will be back streaming Alien Isolation. What is the date today? It is the 13th. Oh! Oh dear! It's the 13th. Hang on, 12th, 19th. So let me do some very quick math. This will probably be the last Alien Isolation stream for this year. I've got to figure out what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, it's just gone into the 13th here. I'll double check what I'm doing, but we're getting very close to the point where I'm going to be flying up to Brisbane for Christmas with family. So what I might do in the meantime is I'll either do another Alien Isolation episode to screen in this time slot next week, or I might actually dip into a different game and record some of that. I don't know, but I feel like we've got a lot of games that are up in the air at the moment. Excuse me. I'm glad you were entertained, Heron. Thank you very much for your company. Yeah, we'll do. And yeah, in the Discord, I will keep people apprised on what's happening. I have been thinking about, like, batching up, like, some recording, just sitting down when I can find the time to batch up some recording of maybe something like The Last of Us Remastered. But time at the moment's at a real premium. So I'll see how I go. But I will let folks know what's happening. And there will be something going up. Because there's going to be 2 weeks. There's going to be 2 weeks where I'm going to be unavailable in both the Wednesday time slot and the Friday time slot. Because of travel. I'm going to be interstate with family. So, yeah. Be well. Stay safe. And trust your androids. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and for live content, come join me on Twitch.